Welcome back to our channel, where we encounter the hidden gems of Indian yogis and mystics. Imagine a life of silence, one lived with unwavering dedication, selflessness, and service. A yogi who inspired countless souls, yet never uttered a single word for over 6 decades. This is the life of Baba Haridass, the silent saint who made the Himalayas his spiritual home. Baba Haridass, or Haridass as he was originally named, was born in 1923 in a small village in Almora district of now Uttarakhand, India. From an early age, young Haridass was different. While other children played, he felt drawn to spirituality. He was often seen wandering in solitude, asking questions far beyond his age. He was attracted to the life of the monks who stayed near his village on pilgrimage to Kailash Mansarovar. By age 8, he felt a powerful call to the Himalayas. It was a deep, inexplicable urge to understand life, to know God. And so he left his village, journeying to the mountains in search of a guru who could guide him on his path. At just a young age, Haridass encountered many gurus, mysterious, enlightened yogis whose guidance would shape his entire life. Under these gurus, he began intense training in Hatha Yoga, Pranayam, meditation, and studying sacred texts like Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, Bhagavad Gita, and Sankhya Karika, as well as the philosophy and practices of classical Ashtanga Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Tantra Yoga. He also completed the traditional vows of a Vairagi Vaishnav, a follower of qualified non-dualism. Baba Haridass maintained a strict daily schedule, which he continued well into his old age. He would wake up at 3:30 am to meditate and practice yoga, followed by several hours of silent work, study, and writing. He practiced relentlessly, embracing hardship and discipline. His dedication was unbreakable. Over the years, he developed mastery over his body and mind, learning to silence both in pursuit of inner peace. His unwavering commitment to his routine served as an example to his students of the importance of discipline in the yogic path. In 1952, at the age of 29, Haridass made a life-changing decision. He took a vow of silence for 12 years. From that day forward, he stopped speaking, choosing instead to communicate through a chalkboard and hand gestures. This vow wasn't an escape but a means of deepening his spiritual practice, channeling his energy inward to cultivate inner peace. Although he took a vow of silence in 1952, his choice to remain silent was not only a personal spiritual practice but also an act of compassion. He believed that silence allowed him to observe and listen more deeply to others and removed any distractions caused by ego-driven speech. At the completion of his vow, he chose to continue this austerity because it brought him peace and inner silence. He remained silent for the next 66 years until his death. For nearly 6 decades, he lived this vow of silence. His life became a testament to the power of silence, showing the world that words are not the only path to connection, that silence can speak louder than any words. A lesser known fact about him is that despite his silent vow, Baba Haridass was known for his playful humor. He would often draw playful cartoons or write witty comments on his chalkboard, bringing a sense of lightness to serious spiritual teachings. Many of his students fondly recall his humor as one of the most memorable aspects of his personality. Baba Haridass frequently referred to life as a play or leela, a concept in Hinduism which views the world as a divine play of God. His approach to yoga embraced this spirit, encouraging students to approach their practice with joy, non-attachment, and the freedom of playfulness rather than rigid seriousness. In the 1960s, the West was in the midst of spiritual awakening, a time when young seekers were turning to Eastern traditions for answers. In 1971, Baba Haridass traveled to the United States, where his silent teachings and yogic wisdom were met with fascination. Through his teachings, he founded the Mount Madonna Center in California, a community dedicated to the practice of yoga, service, and self-awareness. He taught yoga in its truest form, an art of living, a path to harmony with oneself and others. Another lesser-known fact about him is that Baba Haridass was an exceptionally skilled carpenter and even crafted furniture and spiritual statues by hand. In fact, he helped build much of the Mount Madonna Center's infrastructure, including temples, benches, and other essential structures. His dedication to detail and craftsmanship made these structures feel sacred and special to his students. Baba Haridass guided thousands through this journey, emphasizing Karma Yoga, the yoga of selfless service. He inspired projects that helped countless people, including the Sri Ram Orphanage in India, schools and clinics that still serve communities today. Baba Haridass was deeply moved by the suffering of marginalized communities in India, particularly those affected by leprosy. Through his humanitarian projects, he helped establish hospitals and schools for those afflicted with leprosy, underscoring his dedication to service and compassion for those in need. To his students, Baba Haridass was more than a teacher. He was a living example of yoga in action. His teachings weren't limited to yoga postures or breathing techniques. He taught compassion, discipline, humility, and the importance of silent self-reflection. He would often share simple, profound wisdom on his chalkboard, reminding his students to live with awareness and integrity. Even in silence, Baba Haridass was a prolific writer. He authored several books, including The Yellow Book, a compilation of his teachings, and Silence Speaks, which outlines his reflection on yoga, meditation, and life. His ability to communicate so clearly without ever speaking made his writing even more profound. Throughout his life, Baba Haridass remained active, humble, and dedicated to his practices and his students. Even in his later years, he maintained a light-hearted, joyful spirit, often playing with children and radiating warmth. In 2018, after nearly a century of service and spiritual practice, Baba Haridass left his physical body. His passing was mourned worldwide, but his teachings and legacy continue to inspire. Baba Haridass' life shows us that the path of yoga is far more than physical postures. It's about embodying peace, kindness, and silence. It's a reminder that even in our loud, busy world, the deepest truths often lie in silence. If you found inspiration in Baba Haridass' journey, give this video a thumbs up, share with your near and dear ones, subscribe for more stories of legendary yogis, and let us know in the comments what part of Baba Haridass' life resonated with you the most. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay sattvic.